Hi everyone. So I kind of dropped the ball on a July 13 months video, so I'm just gonna kind of roll July and August into one right now. So for July, I offered to subscribers a song, which you will hear playing right now, from a place of comfort. So this activity was and is very challenging for me. I write generally, certainly to make myself feel better, but usually it's more focused on negative feelings and experiences. So very challenging experience to even access that place of comfort inside, at least for me. And this song was not my first attempt, but it was the first time that I felt like I was kind of getting somewhere and actually able to access that place within. You know, it's a form of self-soothing. You know, I think we all have these things that make us feel better when we're feeling pretty lousy. Could be taking a walk, taking a bath, tactile things, touching. I really find it soothing, especially if I'm feeling really scattered or overwhelmed, just feeling different textures, surfaces, fabrics, and just being with that tangible experience. For musicians, finding that emotional connection and accessing places that are otherwise pretty difficult to access can be very therapeutic. So, you know, somewhat related to that is August's offering, which is, I call it Emotive Flute. A few months ago, I offered Emotive Piano, where I used the piano, a tool that most of you probably know by now. I am very familiar with. I am a piano technician, a piano teacher. I played since I was 7 years old. The piano has always been kind of an extension of my own voice, and especially when I felt like I don't have a voice, it has stepped in and filled that role for me. So I thought it would be a little interesting to use an instrument that I am not that intimate with, which could be anything. It could be this guitar here. I can play just a little bit, but there's a more almost surface and then emotional reaction if it's an instrument you don't play. You start really tuning into the sensory experience without the intellectual brain stepping in and trying to help. The Native American flute is another one. So this was recommended to me for breath work, not really to learn how to play it, but it is much easier to have bad breath and create a sound with the voice than it is to have bad breath and create a sound with a wind instrument. So when this was recommended, I decided to do a little research, and I found a craftsperson who's in California who hand makes these beautiful, beautiful instruments. Absolutely gorgeous. And I saved up a little bit and treated myself to this. And I do usually just use it for breath movement. And it's wonderful. The offering for this month is a little bit more of a ditty. About halfway through, or a little over halfway through, I stopped producing sound. And because I don't actually know how to really truly play this thing, could have been a moment of frustration, which was fitting for, I was feeling pretty agitated when I decided to use this as my tool on that day. But, you know, it wasn't actually, and I think it was pretty telling of what happens when we aren't breathing well, and kind of the stagnation of energy. And sometimes it's as inconvenient as just getting a little dizzy. But if we're really not breathing well or moving, you know, it can lead to much larger issues, you know, disease and all kinds of things. So yes, this is my flute. This can kind of fill all kinds of ways to make me feel better from the way that it actually feels. It's just a lovely, smooth, beautiful instrument to its help with breath. I hope you like it.